Hey guys, welcome back to the Bongcast. It's me, Prasad, here with Om, and today we have a special guest. He's part of our team. He's been helping us behind the scenes for a while, and he's going to be joining us today. Karan.
Thanks for having me, boys. Excited.
So we're back after a while. With everything going on, we thought it'd be better to put our focus and attention on everything that was going on in the world. But we are excited to be doing this again, and this is something that we've been wanting to talk about for a while. So today we're going to be discussing what we think is Travis Scott's best album.
Ooh, it's a tough one.
It's a debate that we've had amongst ourselves, and I'm sure with a lot of people do as well, because it's everyone seems to have different opinions. So it's just something we thought would be fun to talk about today. So let's get going, guys.
Definitely. So which album do you guys think we should start from? So should we start from
let's start from Al Faro.
Yeah,
I think that would be best, just because
what an album.
It's where it started.
Yeah, man,
dude,
definitely.
Al Faro was what,
2013?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
man, my cousin showed me that, and it was like, and it was good because it was the same time as Yeezus, and because Travis did a lot of work for Yeezus as well, so it was just like, like Yeezus was like someone we'd already known, Kanye doing this, and then you heard Al Faro. It's like, holy shit! Like,
and Travis already had his hype after Sin City from Cruel Summer. Yeah, I think Kanye brought him out to work on it, and then I think he featured on Sin City as his first big song. I think after that he had a bit of hype. Like, people still didn't know who he was, but I think that's what really started his come up.
Definitely. Yeah. Dude, even the way he was found. Like, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it was just like the first time I heard it was just like, I don't know if this makes sense, but it just sounded crazy. Do you know what I mean? It was just like the sound overall was just like, I don't know, so fresh, if you will. Yeah. It was just like, I personally, I don't know, maybe others would have. I personally hadn't heard anything like that before.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah,
I think now when you listen to music nowadays, especially like rap and songs similar to Travis, there's like, it's very moody, very dark. And that's what I think he really started, that whole revolution, that dark, moody kind of vibe in all his music. I think Alpha really started off like that, songs like, I mean, that song, it's such a diverse album with the songs like Upper Echelon, Quintana.
Oh, yeah.
Hell of a Night.
Yeah, for sure. Even Uptown with A$AP Ferg and Al Faro, that beat just goes insane, man. Completely turns up a person, like, whenever you hear that album. And especially as someone with a debut album like that, it's just absolutely crazy to be introduced into the mainstream that way.
Yeah.
And
honestly, it's just like, for someone, and he, at the time he was so young.
Yeah.
For him to be so confident in like what he wanted to do, and he did it on a full album, which I think was amazing. And like, unfortunately, like, a lot of a lot of fans these days of Travis don't know that. They don't know about Al Faro, and they don't know how good it was.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, like, some songs, like, most people don't even know about Days Before Rodeo, like the full album. So Al Faro was even, like, for them, it's even deeper cuts.
Yeah.
But some of the songs just like always on the playlist. You can play them anytime. And I don't know, I feel like he just got better and better.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought up Days Before Rodeo as well, because, dude, it's like, I know it's not officially or technically an album, but it might be like my favorite body of work from Travis.
Yeah, dude, the compositions in that album are just incredible, man.
Dude,
every song.
Seriously, man, because like Al Faro, after that was when Rodeo was announced, and like he kept on delaying it, and he kept on pushing back. So when he dropped Days Before Rodeo, I thought like, oh, it's gonna be a bunch of like throwaway songs or like just some shit that didn't make the main album.
Yeah.
But some of the songs on Days Before Radio are
Skyfall, Drugs You Should
better.
Try It, Mamacita.
Like better than shit on Rodeo, dude. Days Before Rodeo is almost like perfect top to bottom.
And it was a year after Alfaro as well.
Yeah. Dude, to a point that he still plays songs from Days Before Rodeo in concerts, like till this day. To this day, he makes sure that he plays like Quintana Part 2, or like he's playing like Skyfall or Mamacita. Definitely, I think
Mamacita is oh my god, what a song.
I think when we saw him at Wireless, he played Mamacita as well, and I remember like
of course he did.
We were going insane. We were going insane.
Yeah, for sure.
There's this video of him and Metro Boomin. There's a video of him and Metro Booming in the studio, like coming up with the beat for Skyfall and then rapping over it.
Shit.
That video just gets me so excited. It's like, I can't imagine the energy when he's making that kind of songs, and you can see like his like excitement and stuff like follow through into the song. It's that song is just like, to me, it's like epitome of Travis Scott,
Yeah,
he's going crazy at the mic, man. Like he's just going insane for his part. And
I think it also served as like the best appetizer, if you will, for Rodeo, because Rodeo at that point was like what his, and back then he didn't even have the kind of fan base that he does now. So for like the fans who did follow him, they were like really, really waiting on it. I remember waiting for Rodeo for a really long time. So Days Before Rodeo I felt like was the perfect way to like say like this is what's coming.
Yeah.
And for Travis as well, I found like, he started off for Double XL freshman, I think. What year was it? 2013? 20, right?
Yeah, I think,
But look at the other guys from that year. None of them have, or no, I'm not going to say none of them, but a lot of them haven't even, you don't hear much about them today. But he just got consistently better and better.
I wouldn't say that.
Wasn't a few people.
Wasn't Chief Keef in that as well?
I think there was one or two, but like majority of them, I don't think like did much afterwards.
Oh,
maybe I'm wrong.
Okay,
I'll get flamed if I'm wrong.
Check.
Because I remember that set had quite like a few good ones.
It had a few good ones, yeah, for sure. I can't remember honestly who are other big names on it except for Travis and maybe Chief Keef. But yeah, to follow up,
like but like Punch, he does have a point because the other guys that were part of that class, they have gone on to do things, but not like Travis. Dude, like I
definitely
surprised to see when Travis kind of blew up to be the artist that he is today, with number ones and breaking records for streamings and things like that, because I wouldn't see it. Like if you, and I don't think even he knew, because when you go back to listen to stuff from Alfaro or even Days Before Rodeo, it doesn't seem like the artist, or that he was the kind of artist that would be as big as he is
today.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like the kind of success that Astroworld went on to have.
And like there's that video of him. There's a video of him like performing with like a crowd of like 6-7 people or something, with like Mike Dean in the background. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Juxtaposes to him performing one of his Astroworld tours.
I've seen that one.
Hit the kind of like uprising that he's had. It's mad.
But honestly, one of the albums of his which I don't like as much is probably, I don't know, I might get flamed for this, but probably will be Birds.
I'm with you.
You can get out of the call right now. Get both of you get out of the call right now.
I'm with you on this. I told bro, Punch, I'm pretty sure me and you have talked about this outside of this as well, but I don't get why so many people like I know people that say Birds is his best album, and
it's a debate.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
man. I don't like Birds. I would say maybe a handful of songs of Birds that I would still
listen to. Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, to each their own.
Like I remember, especially after an album like Rodeo, which let's just rewind a bit and talk about Rodeo. We haven't touched on that yet.
We didn't touch over.
But yeah, because Rodeo was such an amazing album,
Definitely.
and
so good.
I remember, I remember seeing the track list, before it came out, and it was just like I think the most jarring one for everyone was Justin Bieber and Young Thug on a song.
Oh, Maria, I'm drunk.
Maria, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
What a song, man.
You know, and like I remember, I was like, dude, what the fuck is gonna happen here? Like, how is this guy gonna put all this together?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it's one of my favorite Travis songs.
If you guys had to choose like
ever done.
If you guys had to choose 3 songs from Rodeo, which one would you guys choose? Any 3 songs.
It's tough. Prasad, you go first.
Okay. Dude, with 3, it's annoying because you're always gonna miss some. But okay.
Yeah.
Maria, I'm drunk. Because I said it just now. Praying for Love. One of the Weeknd's best verses that he's ever done, I think, ever. And maybe Nightcrawler. With the Sway Lee and Keith.
Yeah.
I probably missed some, but you guys go on. What are your top 3 from Rodeo?
For me, 90210.
Okay.
I think 90210 is arguably his best song. My favorite song of Travis's. Then, I don't know, I really like Never Catch Me. I don't know if I'd put that top 3. Definitely Nightcrawler and Antidote. So 90210, Antidote, Nightcrawler, I think top 3. But dude, honestly, those songs, the only song I don't really like is Piss on Your Grave. But that's a whole different discussion.
Bro, but that song is a vibe to it as well, though. Like I feel that song is a vibe.
Is it though?
Like, yeah,
punch. Let's do a separate 20-minute episode on why Piss on Your Grave sucks. Fucking dick. Because it's shitty. It's such a shit song, bro. Oh my god. And like I was excited because it was, Kanye and whatever. And the first time I heard it, I was like, why? Like these two guys came together and this is what they came up with.
Dude, I mean,
disappointing.
No, man, it has a vibe to it, man. It has a vibe.
Okay, so do your top 3.
Okay, but I won't put that in my top 3. But I would definitely put 3500. I would put Nightcrawler for sure. And on my diss side, I think I think that's
one of like the best trap songs ever.
Man, yeah, what an album.
Yeah, and that's why, because and all of the ones that we listed, I'm sure we missed some more. Just like that sets such a high standard for Travis's work, and like we were saying, we enjoyed Days Before Radio before, and Alfaro before that. That's why Birds was just like a bland kind of album for me. I just felt like he just kept going up, like Alfaro, Days Before Rodeo, and let's say Rodeo was about the same, like up here. Birds was just like a bit of a, like I wasn't as excited when I heard Birds.
Same.
You know what I mean?
I definitely think Rodeo is more of his like rage kind of bang. It's full of those bangers, but Birds in the Trap I think is much more like melodic. Songs like, I don't know, my favorite one's Through the Late Night.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
one of Kid Cudi's most iconic songs. Beats in the Trap.
Yeah.
Goosebumps. Pick Up the Phone. Even songs like The Ends is such like a, I don't know. That's not a song I'd expect from him in that album, but it's so good.
Yeah. But even SDP interlude. It's pretty good.
Like I was saying, like the handful that I would say, Punch just listed most of them. So Pick Up the Phone, one of my favorite songs ever. Not just from Travis, like probably ever.
With Thug.
Yeah. Pick Up the Phone, Through the Late Night, Beeps in the Trap, Way Back, and
Wonderful.
Of course Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Oh, and Wonderful with the Weeknd.
Yeah, can't forget Wonderful either. What a song.
Of course. Those would be like the songs I would listen to. Other than that, like I haven't really gone back to listen to Birds from like top to bottom, I have with Rodeo and Days Before and all that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know, man. And I've had conversations with other people about this as well, who will say like, like when everyone was doing like their Bill Clinton like top 4 albums and stuff.
Yeah.
So many people that I know had Birds on there, and I was so
that's surprising, man. Yeah,
dude. But, I guess go on.
Even Bavia, like he feels Birds is Travis's best album.
A lot of people think like that though, and I can see it. I can see it personally, but Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
I could see it, but then that's just Bhavya being a clown.
Shout out.
I'm kidding. Shout out to Bhavya, dude. We shout him out on every episode, even if we're shitting on him. I think we've mentioned him on every single one.
Yeah.
No, of course, and again, it comes down to opinion. Everyone likes it, and like Punch said, it's different. It's a different sound to what he had done before that. So I guess some people enjoyed that more.
Definitely.
Okay, moving on to Astroworld, right?
Yeah.
I mean, are we gonna talk about Huncho Jack Huncho, or should we just skip over it?
No,
I'm sorry.
We can pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, like I think as Travis fans, we should just pretend like that never.
That album.
They never made that.
Happen. Yeah.
That shit was a 2-pack of ass.
2-pack of ass. Yeah, it was.
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking horrible. And again, another thing was just like so much excitement, and like I said, Pick Up the Phone was my favorite. So like them working together for a whole album was like expectations were up.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I can't even tell you like not even 3 songs that I remember from that album.
I think I only remember Dubai shit.
Yeah. I can remember like 1 or 2 songs maybe, but it's nothing like it's forgettable, to be honest.
Yeah, extremely forgettable, and we'll put that blame on Quavo. We'll pretend like that, like Travis didn't have much to do with that. And then there was no. Other than that, there was nothing, right? It was Astro only.
Yeah, I think the album after that was straight Astro.
Yeah,
because there was a 2-year gap between Birds in the Trap and
Birds was 2016.
Yeah.
Astro
Jack 2017.
Yeah, so Astroworld, yeah. Let's go, Astroworld. What do you feel?
Bro, what an album, man. I think personally for me that's the best Travis Scott album I've heard at least. I mean, I'm always conflicted between Rodeo and Astroworld, but like I always put Astroworld a little above Rodeo in terms of the compositions and the song, the production, and the versatility in terms of the sounds you hear in every song from top to bottom. I feel every song in terms of each other, it's so different from one another. And I think from the albums that he did in the past, the sound is absolutely unique for me. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's such super diverse album. Songs like Stargazing to Carousel, then Wake Up with The Weeknd. My favorite song personally is Can't Say. I think Don Toliver really, really shines on that song.
Bro. Yeah. It's like the perfect way for him to be like introduced on like for everyone. Exactly. I'm like he was doing things before that, but like that put him on the map. If you will. Like
most definitely.
Because like such a unique sounding voice and flow that the guy had. Everyone was just like, who's this dude?
Yeah, sure.
And Astro was like his. Like he was building it up to be his best album, not even best, like his biggest album. I think he was aspiring for it to be like his like, what is the term? His magnum opus. Like his biggest.
Nice. That's it.
Thank you. You distracted me now. No, so yeah, that's what he intended to be, and he more than delivered. And like I was saying before, I don't even think he knew how big he or his music would end up being. And because of that, like there were these expectations, and he delivered, and not just in terms of sales only, but I mean I think the music as well, because again, I think I was just listening to it the other day. I ran through the whole thing again, and man,
flawless.
Yeah, very few misses.
Yeah,
very few misses on Astroworld.
I mean, since most of the documentary was about like how he made this whole album, so it kind of reflects on the success it had, and I think he completely deserved the success he got with this album, man. It's absolutely pathetic.
Yeah. Do you guys remember all that drama with Nicki Minaj and her album? How because she expected to come first, top album, and
wait,
bro, what?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, never mind.
We don't acknowledge that shit here. We don't acknowledge her bullshit here, bro.
Man,
no,
this track coming soon.
It was so pathetic, man. Because look, not that it made a difference, because what she said was, oh yeah, Kylie helped and her celebrity made the album get bigger. He could have never been with Kylie or involved with the Jenners or Kardashians anyway. The album would have done better than hers because her album just sucks. Her music
Queen
has
was
sucked for a
trash.
very long time. Her music has just been shit for a very long time, and people just, and Astroworld again is just, Travis is on the rise and he's doing different things and he's making actual good music, and Nicki isn't. I think she just
I think he
handle
really
that.
got snubbed. He's snubbed at the awards for sure. Like I don't think. I mean, Cardi's album was good, but I don't think it was on Astroworld's level, to be honest.
Invasion of Privacy is nowhere even close to Astroworld,
No.
bro. Like it can't even reach there at this point. And like it's
I was so surprised watching that album get handed. And honestly, if not Astroworld, I was of course hoping for Swimming. Mac Miller for him to get it. And that would have been a nice touch, I think. But we give it. And
bro, Invasion of Privacy was a disappointment.
Cardi B, she's cool, but like, dude, that album is more pop than rap. You can't. I wouldn't say it was the best rap album.
Nah, man, that was disappointing.
But then, like, that being said, and Punch, I say this to Om like all the time. The Grammys are a fucking joke.
Oh yeah, for sure, of course.
And the Grammys, and they solidified it in the 2014.
Yeah,
I think the 2014 Grammys.
Yeah,
where best rap album, the nominees, and I remember this so clearly just because of how wrong they got it. The nominees were Good Kid, Mad City, Yeezus, Magna Carta, Holy Grail.
Wasn't Forest Hills on it?
No, Forest Hills came out end of 2014.
That was December.
What was it? Born Sinner.
Was it? I'm not remembering.
And then it was Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my god.
And that fucking shit won.
Yeah.
Like, that is the day where I was like, okay, no, they've lost all credibility at this point.
All hope was out the window at that point.
Yeah,
like, with Good Kid, Mad City, man.
Guys... Hold on, let me just check that. It's gonna bother me if I don't get it.
Hello?
No, of course. It was Yeezus, Good Kid, Mad City, Magna Carta, Holy Grail, and Nothing Was the Same.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, right. Dude. Bro,
like my personal favorite Drake album, if nothing else. Yeezus was like we know how we feel about Yeezus. And
that was a crazy year for music.
Right. And for it to go to fucking
Macklemore, man. Oh my god. That's
his
so
biggest song to this day is Thrift Shop.
Yeah.
And that song would blow up because it was like, catchy.
Yeah.
And like it became like a meme, sort of.
Does anyone remember like anything off that album apart from that one song?
Thrift Shop? Like from the heist? Nah, man.
Yeah.
Nothing. Exactly. I don't even think I've heard that album top to bottom ever in my life.
I had, but if you ask me now what I remember from it, other than Thrift Shop, I honestly couldn't tell you.
It's like one of the most overplayed songs of all time, like, period.
I actually remember one song, the Ceiling Can't Hold Us song. Can't Hold Us?
That's because they play it at the fucking club every night. Like every clubbing night we go, they just for some reason insist on playing that song.
Other than that, nothing. Zero.
Okay, listen, boys, we're getting sidetracked.
Bring
it back.
Sorry.
Travis.
Yes.
Everyone, let's make our picks. What is the best Travis album? Start us off.
Wait, aren't we going to speak about Jack Boys?
That's Jack a joint venture, though.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't like Travis' album. Obviously, like he masterminded it or whatever, but like it wasn't. You can't call it a Travis album.
Fair.
Shout out to Jack Boys, though. Shout out to Jack Boys.
Rap.
Because it's the only Travis merch I had. I couldn't find anything else. So yeah,
all right.
from Travis' solo shit.
So we're deciding the best album now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think personally, I would definitely put Astroworld first, and then Rodeo, and then the other albums after it, Days Before, and then All Pharaoh. I think yeah.
Ooh, I mean, for me, Rodeo's number one. Then Astroworld. I mean, it's very close between Rodeo, Birds in the Trap, and Astroworld. It's very, very tough, but I think Rodeo, Astroworld, and then Birds in the Trap.
Okay. All right. Prasad?
Yeah. Rodeo will forever be like my favorite or top Travis album because like I said, like it was after Days Before Rodeo, there were these expectations and he delivered and he did it exactly how he wanted to. You know, he had his idea and his sound in mind, and he did, and it was like ambitious. Like like I said earlier, to put on someone like Young Thug, who at the time was still like not as big an artist as he is. He had his specific sound, and then Bieber, you know, at that point had only slowly started making his way into R&B from pop. Put them on a song and made it sound insane. So like it was such an ambitious project from Travis, and I really like that he executed it so well. And like if you were to ask like my favorite or like top 10 Travis songs, I would say like at least half of them would be off Rodeo, if not more. If I was to really sit down and do like a top 10 like best sounding, and just again like he delivered on the expectations, which I think is a lot harder to do than most people realize. You know what I mean?
Like, for sure.
That being said, Rodeo as well was the same. Bigger expectations, and I don't know. Like I think that Rodeo gets the edge for me just because at that time, Travis he had more reasons to fail than he had to succeed, and he still did. You know what I mean? And that's why like Rodeo would probably be my best or top Travis album. So Rodeo, Days Before Rodeo, Astroworld, and then Birds. Wait, no, sorry, Al Pharaoh and then Birds.
Dude, I feel in Astroworld he started. I think by Astroworld he had already become like a very established artist in like the industry, like a big artist, So I felt that he had the ability to introduce newer artists in terms of starting their careers. I think that in that way Astroworld was different in terms of his previous albums because he was introducing newer artists. Like I know like Ghana and stuff as well had their careers before that, but I felt like Travis was trying to put them into the industry more as well. Like even Thug did that.
Absolutely. Yeah, Ghana and Don Toliver, like you said. And that's a good point too. Yeah, for sure. And it's like he already had like commercial success. Not as big as Astroworld, not as he hadn't had a song as big as Sicko Mode yet.
Yeah.
But songs like Antidote had blown up. Goosebumps was playing everywhere at one point. So he was in a position to do that. And that's a good point that you bring it up because he was like sort of putting these guys on like he had done for him before.
Definitely.
Fair enough. Well,
yeah, so that's our verdict,
right? That was a tough debate, honestly.
Yeah, I mean the decision is always difficult with Travis albums, man, for sure.
I think we can agree though, as a collective, Rodeo, right? We'd all put Rodeo.
For sure.
Fine, I won't even deny that, man.
Because fuck Omkar, like we don't care about his opinion.
Bro,
take over as co-host. Get the fuck out.
No.
Let's do it, bro.
Don't do that to me.
No, this was fun, man. This was like the first time that we had anyone else on. We thought it'd be best to start in the family. That's why we want to bring points on.
I know. Thank you guys for having me.
But let us know what you think is your best Travis album. Like we said at the start, everyone has their different opinions. Everyone has their things. You know, unless your favorite album is Birds, because then fuck off. No one needs you.
We don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
No, actually though, guys, this was a lot of fun to do, and we look forward to doing more. And we'll see you the next time.